Please welcome to the stage, Blue Diamond, Katie Glasgow.
Are your hearts so full from the content today? Last night we were doing the speaker check, the stage check, and I started to hear snippets of the presentations today, and they were so magnificent. I got more excited to hear everybody else than nervous to be up here on this stage for you. So I hope you're enjoying and letting all of it soak in. So today, we're going to talk about exciting your teams to share. Unfortunately, this is not a business that we can do all by ourselves. How many of you are trying? You're out there and you're seeking people to do this with you, and you feel like you can't find anybody, and you feel like you want to give up because you want to be a triple presidential diamond, but you can't find one person to place a 100 PV order on your front line so you can build a leg. Is anybody with me? Okay. Here's the good news. This business and life are not meant to be done alone, but with a tribe of people locking arms and doing it together. That has been the whole theme this entire week. And so now we're going to talk about how to inspire others to share, because this business is not about pushing your dreams on the people in your organization, but inspiring them to dream on their own. Think about that. What are you doing? So I broke share down because I always believe in making things easy peasy. We don't need to make things complicated, and most of us are making it way too complicated. So I turned share into a little acronym for you. S is you're going to show up in your business. H, you're going to have fun. A, you're going to ask questions. R, you're going to release expectations. And E is easy is key. So let's go through all of them. S, show up in your business. You guys ready for this? You thought I was going to teach you how to inspire, right? Okay, you ready? It's time to look in the magic mirror. And you don't get the Snow White magic mirror that says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, that has to keep replying to the queen that she is the fairest of them all. You guys have all seen the movie, right? I want you to look in the magic mirror of truth, right here, right now. Are you showing up in your business? Because for you to inspire others to do this business, you have to show up. And the hard truth is that there's a lot of us that think we're showing up, and it's far from the truth. And I don't care where you're at in this business. You might be elite. You might be diamond. You might be blue diamond or presidential diamond, and you're still not showing up right now. Do you know that was me a couple months ago? I was building to presidential diamond. That's what I told myself. That's what I actually told everybody else. Then I got a call from a beautiful lady named Sarah Marie, and she sat me down and we started looking at some of my organization and my numbers, and I realized in that moment with her that I wasn't actually showing up the way I needed to show up. Looking in the mirror is not easy. But if we don't look in the mirror, you're not going to be able to build this business. So ask yourself this question. Are you enrolling yourself? Are you enrolling other people into this business? Or are you super worried about Sally and who she's enrolling, and if Amy's enrolling, or if Lindsay's enrolling? Are you so worried about everybody else in your business that you stopped worrying about your own enrollments? Are you bringing 3 to 5 new people into this business every single month? Who is doing that? Who's not doing that? You guys see where more of the hands are. Are you teaching classes? 1 class a week, no matter what. I heard a very beautiful woman that's a presidential diamond say one time that if you're not committed to teach 1 class per week, you're probably not going to go very far. Are you attending team calls and events? Are you putting in the hours you need in your business? Is this business your hobby, or is it a business? You get to choose. I can't tell you what the answers are. You have to align with what works for you right now. But I will tell you this, to inspire others to share, you have to do the activities. Whether they know how many people you're bringing in or not, there is an energy about it. And I can see in my back office where I have people that are not enrolling, personally, they're struggling in their business right now. Or if they wait until the last day of the month to be like, oh, I need 5 enrollments tonight and I need 5,000 in volume to hit my rank, and then they get frustrated, it's because the rest of the month they haven't worked. All right, so let's show up. Okay, so we know that we had to look in the magic mirror. If you haven't been around me much, I'm only about truth. And I know that sometimes the truth is hard and you might not like what I say, but I'm here to be the messenger of truth, and that's what I'm going to do. So now let's show up. The easiest way, well, it's sometimes not easy, but one of the best ways to make sure that you are showing up is to align with your mission. How many of you are more aligned with your mission right now than ever before? I know I am after this week. Evaluate your hours and stick with them. Have conversations in your home with your spouse and with your kids and say, this is what it's going to look like. Honor what you say you're going to do. And if you have a spouse that's not supporting you right now, one of the quickest ways to get him to support you, to have him support you, is for you to show up and say, hey, this isn't my hobby. This is my business. Have an accountability partner. Do you check in with somebody? It doesn't have to be your upline. It can be crossline. It could be the person right next to you right now that you don't even know. Check in and say, hey, did you make the calls today? Did you make the calls yesterday? Check in and be accountable to each other. Be that person that you want your team to be. I can tell you right now that this is probably one of the biggest ways for you to inspire others to do this business is by you showing up. Make a commitment. Don't say that you can show up for 20 hours a week if that is just not realistic for you right now. You are better off saying, hey, I can show up for 5 to 8 hours a week right now and get consistent with it, okay? But show up. Who's committed to show up bigger right now than they've ever showed up before? Woo! Okay, now, here's my challenge for you. Show up this week, next week, in October, November, December, when our numbers are beautiful and strong. Show up during Christmas. Show up on the months that the numbers go low. Show up when your kids are on spring break. Show up during the summer. You gotta show up all the time. And I love how Justin Harrison puts this. You can do this business part-time. You can do this business full-time. But you cannot do this business sometimes. It does not work. All right, H, have fun. Are you having fun in life and in your business? Do you know how to have fun? Or are you walking around like an Eeyore? Oh my God, I'm so stressed. I have to go teach another class. And every time something comes up that you're stressed about, you let everybody on social media know about how stressed you are. Okay? Now, there is a little piece of being truthful and vulnerable with people, but when you're trying to build a business, nobody wants to be part of that. So these are just a couple of pictures of my leaders and I, team dinners, fun things, my family and I at Adventureland. My 8-year-old made me go on this roller coaster. I should have put the roller coaster picture in. It was awful. Talking about fear and doing fearful things. Oh my gosh, it was good, right? But I upped my fun meter. Do you guys have a fun meter? Where's your fun meter at? Do you have a fun meter? Up it. How do you up it? Create a joy list and do it. Sarah Jansen went all through that. And don't just make it about doTERRA. People are attracted to those that are having fun, aren't they? Are you having fun? What's something that gives you joy? Do you know that I love yoga? I love Pilates. I love to work out. I love to swim. I love to do Zumba. I love to hang out with my kids. Do you know where I find most of my contacts? Doing things I love to do. So we get it in our head that this is work and it's not fun. And so we think that we have to sit behind our desk doing work all day long instead of having fun. But fun is what will attract people into this business. Plan team fun time. Don't have everything be about business. You are not Lord Business from the Lego movie. Okay? You are a fun person to be around. So plan fun team parties, and not just at convention. Have a business training on a Saturday and then invite your leaders to bring a potluck. And I'm going to tell you, I was looking back at some of the pictures and I'm like, ooh, my fun meter's gone down a little bit on my team. I need to bring it up. Do fun things on team calls. I saw somebody, I have not actually done this. I'm going to, full disclosure. But she did a Zoom call with her team and everybody wore red lipstick. Okay? Or do fun things like I just did a little Snapchat filter thing and put it in my team group saying, hey, we have a team call tonight. Do dancing on your call. When you have a bad day, don't put that on social media. Don't tell your downline all about it, because if you tell your downline all about it, yeah, there's going to be hard days, but they are not going to be inspired to be you. If they see you like that, no. Upline, you always go up when you have a bad day. Never on social media, okay? Never on social media. So, I have a challenge for you all right now. I want us to make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous, okay? And when Michelle was out here a little bit ago, not all of you got up the first time. Your fun meter was like that. The second time, there was a few more of you. We're going to do it a third time, okay? A third time, because the best way to have fun is to crank the music. That was supposed to be the cue, to crank the music. And we're going to dance. Come on. Your fun meter is up. Come on. Let's show Michelle what this is all about. Come on. Woo! Come on. Nobody is watching you. Dance. Woo! You guys got it. Yeah. Hands clap. And make your hands clap. Woo, 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 woo. Woo! All right, I love it. Woo! Woo! See? And you're all still standing and dancing. That's what I love. And I think, ooh, there's a couple of you that didn't get up. I see you. I see you. Woo! One more time, guys! Woo! Woo! That's what I'm talking about! All right, woo! That was fun. When was the last time that any of you danced like nobody was watching you 3 times in one day? Do you know that almost every day I dance with my kids? It's just fun. Have fun. You will inspire others to join you if you were having fun. Okay, A. Ask the questions. The first step to receiving an answer is being brave enough to ask the question. How many of you are actually talking about the business? Elise just talked about this. If I asked your friends or your family what you did, would they tell me that you did this as a business? Okay? Some of you, yes, some of you, no. You will not excite many people to do this if they don't know you're doing it yourself. So I have a question, another question for y'all. How many of you in this room get a $150 to $200 order paid for every single month because you've shared doTERRA with others? Woo! There are a lot of hands that just went up. How many of you actually tell anybody that? Okay, we've got a couple. I've actually been walking around asking people this question, some from my team, some from others. And in most of the people that I asked, they've told me they've never told anybody that. Because we get so caught up in the fact that we're not a silver yet, or we're not a blue diamond, or we're not making the income that it says on the little sheet of paper. We get ashamed that we're not actually doing this because we think to be doing this, we have to be a diamond. That is a bunch of baloney. If you have ever received a check from doTERRA, you are doing this as a business. Own it. Own it and be proud of that. So, how do we ask? Sprinkle it into everything. You do not puke it on everything. There's a difference between sprinkling and puking. Do not puke. Sprinkle. In all you do. Talk to your friends about it. Make sure on social media that people know you're doing it. When you're in a class, talk about the elephant in the room. At the end of a class, when I'm closing it, I say, look, the elephant in the room is usually, do I have to sign up for one of those programs? And do I have to do this as a business? Because that's what everybody else does. But we're different, so just talk about it. Say, look, with your wholesale account, you have the option to be on our Super Savvy Shopper program, and you also have the option to get your oils paid for if you ever would like to explore that. When I was first building doTERRA, I would even go as far as saying the opportunity with this company is rock star amazing. That's what I'm doing, and I'm going to retire my husband, even though that hadn't happened yet. But I'm never going to ask you to do this business with me. But I will join you with open arms if you decide this is the path for you. Do you know how many people I was attracting when I did that? I need to go back to doing that. Okay? Sprinkle it. Create relationships. Talk to those happy customers. Don't call a customer that hasn't ordered for 6 months and be like, hey, do you want to be my next business builder? Do you want to share some oils? But if you have a relationship with the customer and you know they're not placing an order because they financially cannot, then call them and have that conversation. Know your customers. Happy customers will give you people that want to share. And you know, I just did a survey in the Diamond and the Blue Diamond group on Facebook, and the majority of leaders in this company started because all they wanted was their oils paid for. That was me. How many of you just want your oils paid for? Right? So many people. So start there with every single person, and then find out who's next. And then you have to just expect miracles every day, because you just don't ever know where the person's actually going to come from. But if you're talking about it, trust that it will come. All right, we're moving right along. R, release expectations. Don't get so caught up on every single person that says they're going to be a business partner, because I would probably have more commissions in uni level if I had $1 for every person that told me they wanted to do this as a business. Okay? It's not for everybody. You're here and it might be for you, but it might not be. I don't know. Maybe you're kicking and screaming with somebody. Release expectations in all you do. I have this on a board in my office. This is a picture from my office. It says intention without attachment. I heard this from Andy Goddard a couple of years ago on a call. And so I do everything with intention, and I don't attach myself to what the outcome is, because I can't control if you're going to enroll. I can't control if you're going to teach a class. I can't control if you're going to show up, but I can control the spaces that I create. So I do everything with intention. This is really hard for me because my top two strengths are belief and responsibility. So I believe in people so much that I feel like I'm responsible for their business. It's not a very good thing to do, trust me. Release it. Don't suffocate people. Have conversations with them so you know exactly where they are. Do they just want to host a class, or do they want to learn how to do follow-up? And those conversations will help you stay super clear. Don't stop asking people. Know the statistics. Out of like 100 people on your names list, 50 will come to a class, 25 to 30 will enroll, 10 will say they want to do the business, and 3 will actually be serious. That's actually in the launch guide, okay? So you don't have to remember that. But know those statistics. So if you've only enrolled 3 people, the numbers don't lie. You're not going to have a business partner right away, okay? And don't stop asking people. Do not stop asking people. A leg is never actually solid until the person's at least diamond, okay? You're going to ebb and flow. Continue to ask. Invite everyone, work with those that move towards you, and mentor the committed. Actions speak louder than words. Watch what people are doing, not what they're saying. Because otherwise, if you don't do this, this is what your business is going to look like. And is that fun? Is that fun meter high? No. Okay, and the last one we're going to wrap it up with is E. Easy is key. Keep it so simple. We've gone over and over today that we have these beautiful tools of share success. Everything you need is in them. Stop chasing shiny pennies and trying something different every week. Stay committed, and you know what? That will inspire other people to do it more than you realize. Because they will see it's easy. They will see that they have a system too. Maybe they don't like make and takes and you do. You guys know I cannot stand make and takes. I have team members that love them, and I'm like, you guys do them for customer appreciation. It is not my jam at all. So if my upline would have only been doing make and takes for all of her events, I would have been out. I might not be here on this stage. Okay? Keep it simple. Trust the simplicity of this business. It's the key to duplication. Don't overwhelm people when they get started. Love on them, the conversations. Keep it so simple that it's stupid, okay? Really. So simple. And stop making everything a big deal. Don't make everything so crazy and wild. Don't make it a big deal. Trust the simplicity and be that anchor of the simplicity for people, and they will want to go out and do exactly what you're doing. All right. This is it. This is how you inspire teams. This is how you find so many people in your organization that are getting their oils paid for. Show up, have fun, ask the questions, release the expectations, and make it easy. Thank you.